and welcome to Beads Jar. My name's Billy, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this shimmering star charm bracelet. I hope you enjoy the project. For our project, we'll be using this beautiful sterling silver charm, the 6mm Preciosa beads, 6mm glass pearls, seed beads, and component wise we've got a lobster clasp in sterling silver 5mm jump rings, sterling silver qalaats or necklace ends, and crimp beads. I'll be threading them onto a 0.18 inch silver cable wire from Beadalon. And tool wise I've got 2 pairs of flat nose pliers and a pair of side cutters. We're going to place the star in the centre of 2 30cm lengths of cable wire. So I have pre-cut these 30cm for both. I've got both strands and I'm going to take both of these through the loop on the top of our sterling silver charm. I'm going to place this in the centre of my cable. Onto one strand to my right, I'm going to thread a seed bead, a pearl, and a seed bead. This is on the top strand, and then I'm just going to pick my project up and swap it round. So I'm working to the right. And then the opposite strand from the pearl we just put on, I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to take a seed bead, a pearl, and a seed bead. And then I'm going to take both strands together. So I've got 2 strands here, and go through my Preciosa. And take that all the way down to the pearls. Again, swip that round, both ends, and through the Preciosa. Don't worry if they move around a little at this stage. We will tidy all that up and make sure the spacing's correct. What you don't want to do is push hard against the Preciosas and crush everything up together. We want them to kind of just sit naturally on the wire. So I'm going to start again on the right hand side, and I'm going to go to the opposite side strand from the pearl. And onto this I'm going to do the same. Seed bead, pearl, seed bead, and then back into my Preciosa. Follow it up, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, back together, and the Preciosa. The length I'm building up for this project is 7.5 inch in total, including the fastener. If you want to go bigger, you can do, but remember you need to have a finish with a Preciosa and not a pearl. So whatever you add, you double. So just bear this in mind. My advice would be to make the shorter length and then add an extension chain to your fastener. I'm just going to turn my project round and I'm going to work to the other side. So I've completed the length that I'm going to make for this particular bracelet, and now I'm going to attach my fastener. So I'm going to go back to one of the sides and I'm going to take my qalaat, which is this one here. These two threads are going to go through the hole at the bottom of the qalaat. So there's a hole in the centre between the two halves. When you thread this, you want the threads coming from the bottom up through to the top so that the hook isn't facing in the direction of the beads, so that way. Drop that down to the Preciosa, and then you want to take a crimp bead. So these are a metal bead, and we're going to put both of those also onto the two strands. So we've got the two strands going through the same crimp. Use a pair of flat nose pliers, and what I'd suggest to do, take hold of the crimp with the tip of the pliers and take that as close into the qalaat as you can. Crush that firmly, so you just want a nice tight squeeze on your crimps, and when the crimp's crushed it shouldn't move at all on the thread, so do use your thumb to check there's no movement there. Once that's secure, take hold of your side cutters and cut across to remove the excess wire. We're now going to close this qalaat around the crimp bead. So you want to bring the two ends of the qalaat together, the two sides, and then using your flat nose pliers, we're going to finish that off. So get either side with the pliers, and then you just want to squeeze that in around the crimp. You don't need to crush this like mad, because the crimp's what's holding that in place. So that's one side done. Move back along to the other side, where we'll put another qalaat on this one. Crimp the crimp with your flat nose pliers. Check that that's secure and remove the wire above. Then finish closing the qalaat with your flat nose pliers. So we now have two qalaats on the end of our bracelet. You then want to attach one of your jump rings onto the lobster clasp. So I'm just going to open that up and hook that through, and then close that back together. To attach that, we're going to take the qalaat again, and I'm going to hold it on the edge of my finger with the hook facing upwards. Hook the jump ring over and again over the side of your finger so it doesn't jump into your way when you close it over. To do that, I'm going to take one prong on the plier underneath and one on top, and then I'm slowly going to squeeze that in until it meets itself. So you don't want to crush this either, it's just joining it up so there's no gap where your jump ring can escape from. On the opposite side, we're going to add a jump ring on its own. So the same method, putting it over my finger, and then I'm going to take my pliers underneath the hook and one on top, and then we're just going to squeeze that over so it's joined and the jump ring can't escape. So you've popped your ring on, and that finishes off your beautiful little star and crystal project here, and giving you a really beautiful effect. Because we've used the sterling silver components and the beautiful Preciosa beads, it's worthwhile making this into a special gift. To complement this, I would recommend, for the Christmas gift, to put it in one of our beautiful boxes. With a nice piece of tissue paper, these just are easy to fold over, making it perfect for a stocking filler or a work present. The other option we have is this very elegant rectangle box that also has a base. This is brilliant because you can actually secure your project in there using the hook provided at the end, and also there's an elasticated piece to keep it in place at this side, really presenting this well to give as a gift. Create your perfect finish. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed our project today, give us a nice big thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll get all of the latest designs and inspirational ideas straight to you first. Until next time, bye!